Welcome back, Vipers. I'm Paulo, and today we have another starter kit review by Kangertech, and it's called the DripBox kit by Kangertech, which is this little baby that's right here. Really nice little mod, guys. Okay, so as we all know, Kangertech usually makes products for a beginner, intermediate vapor, and that's what I really like about them. They're always thinking ahead, and they're always thinking about the beginner vapor, like I am. I always want new people to stop smoking and start vaping. So that's why I love so much Kangertech products. And today we have a really nice product to show you guys. Nice, I do have content I'll give you guys at the end. And some warnings, okay, about this mod that you guys should know about. Which I'm going to tell you guys right now. The warning, I'll give it to you right now if you guys don't want to watch the rest of the video. It's that in this kit, okay, if you do buy this, and if you're an intermediate vapor, do not, because if you're an intermediate vapor, you already have a mod in your house, right? Do not use this RDA on another mod, because it has a special feature inside of this RDA that gets fed from this squonk thing down here, okay? This plastic tank to fill up your RDA. So there's a hole in the middle of your RDA. If you use this on another mod, you're going to be putting juice inside of it, and it's going to be dripping right through the middle all the way into your mod, and it's going to ruin your mod. It's going to damage it. So do not use this RDA on another mod, okay, guys? I know I'm going to say this in the close-up, and I can't express it enough, okay? It's a warning to everybody. So it has to be stated out, because this mod or this kit isn't anything. You should use it together, okay? And it works really nice together. I don't think you need anything else. And especially for a beginner. A beginner, I'm already just going to say a beginner intermediate. Because if your beginner already has like the K-Box, he's probably going to want to go to something like this, because for you beginners out there, you guys have the K-Box, you're vaping away, you know, with your friends. Friends probably vape already. And your more experienced vapors usually use an RDA, because we get a lot more flavor off an RDA than with the tank. Hands down, no doubt about it. No tank came out close, but it's not the same thing as using an RDA. But you see your friends always ripping, always ripping, always ripping. This might be the thing for you, because if you want to get the flavor that we all talk about, you get a really great flavor off of an RDA, but you don't want to be dripping, this might be the little starter kit for you. And from Kangertech, I've got the price of $44.90. $44.90 for this mod. You can probably get it for $40. I mean, it's a kit that's really cheap, it's affordable for everybody, and it's complete. It comes with everything you need to start. Okay, guys? Besides the battery. You do have to buy a separate battery. Does not come with the battery. A high-drain battery, at least 30 amps or more. I'm going to show you guys the batteries that I use on the close-up, okay? And, yeah, let's get down to the close-up. Then we're going to come back up. I'm going to vape on it for you guys. And I'm going to tell you my pros and my cons about it. And then we'll call it a wrap, okay? See you guys in a minute. Okay, guys, so here we are, close and personal with the DripBox. I got the black version. You can get this in black, white, or red. This is the packaging. And here's some info if you guys want to read that. That's what it comes with, cautions to take, and all that good stuff. Okay, so we open it up, and on the inside we find our drip box. Comes with an RBA and a single 18650 battery mod. Okay, the battery is sold separately. It does not come with it. You would have to buy at least the 30 amp high drain battery that I can show you guys right now. Either, these are the ones that I use, Samsung's 25Rs. This is the green one. It's a 2500 milliamp battery that has a 30 amp discharge, if I'm not mistaken. So it's called a 25R. Or you can use the eFest 2500 milliamp battery that has a 35 milliamp discharge. 35 amp discharge, sorry. Or you can use the eFest purple again, 3000 milliamps with 35 amp discharge also, all 3.7 ohm volts. These are the batteries that I use. A lot of people ask me that. These are the batteries that I use. They work great with Kangertech products. I haven't had any problem with any one of these 3 batteries in any mod that I have from Kangertech. So just so you guys know, a lot of people ask me this a lot. So these are the batteries that I use. And I haven't had any problem with any kind of Kangertech products. Nothing whatsoever. So here's the mod. Lamborghini. That's what it looks like, right? But it's not. It's Kangertech. Here's a deposit. Holds 7 mils of juice. I'll show you that in a minute. Here's your fire button. And this is your RDA. The RDA is 22 millimeters in diameter. As you can see here at the bottom. I will explain this in a minute. It's made out of stainless steel, guys. And it's coated in black. Really wide bore. It's like a chuff cup. Here's the inside. Here's your coils. The air holes. You have a dual air hole. And you can only use it in dual mode. No single mode here. All in dual mode. 1.5 millimeters in height. So 12 by 1.5 on each side. And you can see it's stainless steel. These are 0.2 ohm coils. We're going to test it out to see how much it is. But you know what? Let's test it out right now. 0.22 ohm coils. Okay, guys. So that's tested already. Box, we get our user manual. We get some red stickers. So when you put your battery in, this is the battery vent, and it can look red and black here also. So you can put your stickers if you want. Kangertech. It's authenticity card. Here's the user manual. These are the 3 colors available. This one is mine. You can also get it in white or red. The red one is really nice. I like the black one also, but the red one is really cool. Here's all the description on it. Okay, so you have this in English. The manual comes in English and in French, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. We have a USB charging port. We have an extra tank, plastic tank. Substitute this one here, which is really cool. Came with another one. So in case the other one cracks, you always have a new one. Comes with your cotton. Comes with your little blue screwdriver. Comes with an extra coil in here. How many coils? Should be 2. 2 extra coils in here. Right there. And you have an extra 2 screws, 3 screws, 2 screws for your deck. Let me show this again to you guys. The deck here, so you have 2 resistances here. Well, this is a full deck with 2 post holes. Kangertech is going to be selling these separately, so you can have a completely brand new building deck. Instead of building your own, it came with an extra building deck, which is pretty awesome. Look at that. A complete building deck. That is really cool. You see the hole down here? That's where it's going to feed from this mod. This is specifically made for this mod. If you guys juice this up on the inside, and you put this on top of another mod, the juice is going to come out from this little hole here, and it's going to go inside your other mod, and it's going to ruin it. So do not use this RDA on another mod, okay guys? So yeah, really nice logoing on it also. I like it, it's pretty cool. So here's your mod. The mod is 22 millimeters in diameter, of course. It's made out of a zinc alloy, and it's a ceramic acoustic coating on it. Black ceramic acoustic coating. Really nice. Let's see the size of this. Okay, so the mod is 80 millimeters in height by 45 millimeters in diameter and 45 millimeters in width and 22 millimeters in diameter. This is the top of it. See that? The contact pin. The contact pin is made out of brass with gold plating. Brass with gold plating. This sort of works like in a mechanical mod. Okay, so it doesn't have any screen on it. You just have the fire button, and depending on the resistance of the coil that you have inside of it is gonna give you the watts of the power that it's gonna vape at. Okay, so let's say, I'll give you guys an idea. Let's say you're vaping at a 0.25 ohm coil on this mod, and you have a fully charged battery. A fully charged battery should give you around 4.1 to 4.2 volts, fully charged, which will give you a power ampage of approximately 70 watts with a 0.25 ohm coil. So this one said it's 0.22. I'll give you guys a reading. So a 0.22 ohm coil with a fully charged battery, let me see. On the ohms calculator, it should be 80 watts. But the maximum output of this mod, sent to me directly from Kangertech, is 75 watts. In the manual, it's going to say 60. Okay? When you guys read the manual, it's going to say 60 watts. But the maximum output, maximum of maximum, is going to be 75 watts. So if I am using the coil that it comes with, it's a 0.22 ohm coil. It's 80 watts. It's not really going to give you 80 watts. It's going to give you maximum 75 watts. And then after the discharge of the battery, it'll start lowering. But I'll explain that a little bit better in a second. So at the bottom here, this is the battery door. Okay, so to get this open, all you do is unscrew here. Kind of like the knee box. Except this one has an extra feature on it that I'll explain in a second. So you just open this up, and your positive goes all the way down and your negative stays on this side. But what this door has, a unique feature, is that when you have your battery in, you tighten it down, which I'll show you guys that in a second. You just tighten it down, and it's like a security feature. What does that mean? Like say something is failing or your battery is venting and you can't turn off the mod. All you have to do is unscrew it through here. Well, not unscrew it. You don't have to take out the cap. Like if you put this in here, threadings, they're kind of rough. The threadings are kind of rough in the beginning. It's kind of rough threadings. But let's say you have the battery in here, right? So all you have to do, without taking out the battery door or the battery screw, you can unscrew it through here, this top cap right here, and it won't make contact with your battery, so it'll be completely shut off. That's what this is used for, and for battery rattle. Okay, this is a really cool feature. Over here you have a magnet door. It's pretty strong. I just wish I had a magnet on this side. I don't know how, but because it's only holding from one side, it's strong though. But yeah, if I sort of hit it on the side here, it'll jump off. So it should have a magnet here, which it doesn't. And here's your deposit tank, made out of plastic. This is where you put your e-juice. So it's held up with this plastic right here. All you do is push it out and just fill it up. And to close it down, I would hold this in place to make sure it seals, because if it doesn't seal down on this plastic cap, like say it stays like this, like say you push it up, right? Now you're seeing it like this. Imagine if it stays like that when you're gonna be squeezing it to get your juice to your RDA. If this is not sealed down correctly, it's gonna leak out for the sides. So I would hold it here, make sure this is all the way down, and just close it. Make sure it's sealed off, just like so. Okay, and then pull it up. Okay, so that's perfect. The battery door, you might think it's weak, but it's not doing any force. Like there's no weight going down to make this pop off. The only thing that I can see on this is that if I hit it from the side, it'll jump off, but that's about it. Okay guys, Like I said, this is made out of an aluminum zinc alloy, the body, and it's a ceramic aquosis coating on it. Your plastic button. So let's get a battery in here. So I'm going to be using the eFest 3000 milliamp battery. Your positive goes down in here. Okay. Now let's put on the battery cap. Screw it down. I unscrewed this part first. This part that turns, I unscrew that first. Put it on the inside. And battery rattle. Tighten this down. Okay, now the battery, positive and negative, are making contact. So 5 clicks to turn it on, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it blinked, so it's ready. To turn it off is 5 clicks again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This does have battery. This does have protection on it. It has reverse polarity protection, so if you put your battery in backwards, it's not going to work, which is awesome. It has a 10-second cutoff, so if you're firing or it fires in your pocket, after 10 seconds it will cut off on its own. It also has a low resistance protection, so if it reads below 0.15 ohms, which is the minimum. I know in the book it's going to tell you that it's a 0.2 ohm minimum. It's not. It's 0.15 ohm minimum. Also in the book it tells you that this is 90 millimeters, which is not. It is 80 millimeters. I'm giving you guys references that I got on an email. The direct how can I give you guys the direct information from this mod? I got it from Kangertech directly before they sent this to me. The technical chart, okay? It's not what's in the book. I'm giving you guys the technical chart from Kangertech. It's 80 millimeters and not 90 in height, like the book says. It does go up all the way up to 75 watts, which in your instruction manual it says 60. And it reads all the way down to 0.15 ohms, and in the instruction manual it tells you 0.2 ohms. Just to give you guys a heads up, okay? It can do a maximum of 4.2 volts, which is your fully charged battery, and it holds one 18650 battery with a discharge minimum of 30 amps. So always have a battery that has at least 30 amp discharge or higher. I'm using a 35 amp discharge. It has the 10-second cutoff, like I was saying. It has low voltage protection. Like say, your battery goes all the way down to 3.2 ohms, 3.2 volts. I think that's a minimum of a battery. It will protect it so you don't, you know, waste your battery. Because if you're using a regular mechanical mod does not have any protection whatsoever. So the battery, it'll just die out when it dies out. And if you try to recharge it, your battery can just throw it out because it went lower than 3.2 volts. This one has the protection for your battery also. When it gets to the minimum of the battery, I think it's 3.2 volts, it will stop, okay? So you'll need to recharge it. It's gonna blink, I think, 10 or 15 times. It will blink, it won't fire, it'll just save your battery, which is perfect. A short circuit protection also, like say you build your own coil and there's a short circuit on it, it's not going to work also, it will block it off. So it's like a semi-mechanical mod, it's not 100% mechanical. 100% mechanical, if you do something stupid, it's going to fire anyway and it can blow up in your hands. Not with this Kangertech mod, okay? Which is pretty excellent for who wants to start out on an RDA. I mean, this is the perfect setup to start out if you want to work with an RDA. So let's fill up, I guess, this little tank here. Just pull it out, just fill it up. But before we do that, let's take a look at the RDA itself. So let me put this in here so I can take it out, just so you guys can see. Okay, so it comes with 3 O-rings to seal it down nicely so you don't get any juice coming out from the sides. Like I said, this is a gold-plated brass pin with a hole in the middle, which is going to feed into the middle here. So do not use this in any other mod. I know I said it already, but I think I can't express it enough. It comes with your pre-built coils already. Okay. And how does this work? To change it to the other base that it comes with, I guess all you have to do is unscrew it from here. And let's see how she feeds. Okay, Okay, so here's your coil base. This is where it makes its contact, which is brass. And as if you guys can see all these little holes around here? That's where the juice is going to come up from. Okay, so when you squeeze the tank, this little tank at the bottom, when you squeeze it, juice is going to come out from all these little holes around here. There's your positive contact pin there at the bottom. Okay, just so you guys can see that. Okay guys, so what comes in this little box here is exactly what you guys see here. Okay, so all you have to do is take one out and put the other one in. You can rebuild on it also. That's why it came with the Phillips, the mini little blue screwdriver, and with the extra coils you can build your own. So you just screw it down. I know I talk a lot, guys, but I have a lot of stuff to tell you guys. I don't want to miss anything because, like I said, Kangertech usually makes products for a beginner or an intermediate vapor. And for a beginner, maybe some things that I'm talking about is not important to you guys. Are like, oh my god, man, so much talk. But for a beginner, I still think I'm not giving enough information. But I'm doing the best I can, okay? Because I'm not trying to bore you guys also. But for the beginner, I don't think I'm boring him at all. Okay, guys, so make sure this cotton is on the inside. Down here. Nice and fluffy. And what we're going to do is spread it out. Since we saw at the bottom, juice comes from all those holes. So it comes in a 360-degree angle, guys, which is pretty cool. You get a lot of juice from the bottom. That looks pretty nice. The coils look pretty good. They're not bad. And we already saw that they work. There's no short circuit because it was reading 0.22 ohms. So what are we gonna do, guys? We're gonna I'm gonna put him on top already. Make sure your mod is off. It's firing 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's fill this up first. It holds 7 mils of juice, guys. I like the way it came with an extra tank also. That's a lot. Okay, I'm gonna leave it like that. Another thing, do not fill over the top here, okay? Maximum is this, because don't forget, another thing I want to tell you guys, with this bar inside here, this is gonna go inside the tank. This is all made out of 304 stainless steel. So it's not gonna get rusted on you or anything like that. This is what's gonna go inside this little tank. So don't fill over this, because when you put this tube inside, logically it's gonna overflow, and if it comes out, that's not good. You're gonna overflow the RDA, which you don't want that. So you know, just put it through here, I guess, right around there. Like I said, first, before I push this up, I want to make sure it's in place. So I'm gonna put it in place, and it's completely sealed in. Okay, now I'll push it up, like so, and I'll put the magnet cover on top of it. There we have it. Now it should, if I squeeze it, so that's why it's like a squonk. If I squeeze it, it should put juice to the RDA. So let's squeeze it. Okay, so there you have it. So let some juice go in there. I don't know if you guys saw that, but there is juice in there. I'm just going to wet up on top a little, just to help it out. Like so. So guys, just a pointer. If you wanna use it like a regular RDA, and you want to leave your tank empty, you can, or like halfway. You can always rip it if you want, and when you're in your car driving, since you have juice on the inside, you can just push it. But if you always want to do like we usually do, you can drip it on the top. It's no problem at all. Let's turn it on. 5 clicks. It's blinking. See if it fires. There you go. Awesome. Nice. Nice and saturated. Okay guys, so I think I explained it. Don't forget your air holes have to be facing your coil. Just like so. I'm going to do it this way. I really like this idea. A squonk. Okay, so that's how she looks. Just like that. Really nice. Let's go back up to FaceTime, let's vape on it, and I'll tell you what I think about it and some more important information for you guys, okay? See you guys in a minute. Okay guys, so that was our close and personal with the DripBox by Kangertech. Before we get started, I just want to tell you guys, I will be leaving the technical specifications chart in my Facebook page. If you guys want to check it out, I'll take a picture of it and leave it there. Because Kangertech usually always sends me a specifications chart. And it's not the same thing that's in your user manual. So if you guys want to check that out, all you have to do is go to Facebook and go under ViperVaporPT and you'll find me there. I'll leave the link of the Facebook page at the bottom. Also, I will be leaving down in the description the ohms calculator for you guys. So to get started with the finish, I'm going to tell you guys some questions that people have asked that I have been seeing in Facebook and other forums. This is like a mechanical mod, okay? Depending on the power of your battery, that's the power you're going to get out of your vape. People say, oh, but how many watts do I know? Is it always at 60 watts? Is it, like I told you guys, it can go all the way up to 75 watts. Is it at 75 watts, at 65, 50? It depends on your battery and the build you have inside of it. Like I told you guys on the close-up, if it's working with the 0.22 ohm coil or resistance with a fully charged 4.2 volt battery, it says 3.7, but it starts out at 4.2, then it starts going down. Every time you hit the fire button, guys, and vape on it, you're losing power or volts from your battery. So your watts start diminishing between the power of your battery. So you might end up vaping at like 40 watts, okay? It starts out at 75 with the 0.22 ohm coil, and then it'll work its way down as the battery dies out. That's how a mechanical mod works. It's a standard mechanical mod with your safety features on it. I hope I explained that on a close-up while I'm explaining it now also, so you guys know how a mechanical mod works, okay? There's no control on it. Like say, your K-Box, you have your screen on it, you set it to 60 watts, and it's going to work always at 60 watts, pushing your battery to the limit while it can give you that 60 watts, okay? When it can't give it to you, battery dies out and you recharge it, right? Well, this one works different. It doesn't control your battery power. It'll diminish conforming the battery that you have inside of it. While it dies out, that's how it's gonna die out also, and it'll lower your watts, okay? So fully charged battery, you have full power. Half battery, half power, and that's how it works. So yeah, the cons that I can have for it, with this, you know, you probably can't lose it because these two magnets here at the tip, they're really strong, but it should have one over here, so it wouldn't come out that easy, okay? And this plastic, at least it comes with a new one. I guess you can buy it separately because I guess that after a long period of time, it'll probably crack. That's why they gave you two of them. And with the juice I'm using, it's 80% VG. I have to do a lot of force on it to get the juice to go to the top, but the thinner the juice, the easier it is. But since I'm telling you guys, I'm vaping at 80, let me see if the juice will go up there. Yeah, I'm doing a lot of force on it though. Okay. The con is probably just the door, and I don't think anything else. It's stating that you cannot use this on another mod. It should come in the instructions. I don't know if it's there or not, but read the instructions, guys, if you buy this, okay? Always read the instructions. Like I said, I'll leave the charts on my Facebook page if you guys want to go check it out to see all the specifications on this beauty. Pros I have with it. The pro is that for someone that's starting, and intermediate, and even for me, I'm going to use this a lot. if I'm in a car, you know, I can drip on it always whenever I want. On top of this mod, I can drip on it, and all the excess liquid will go down to the deposit, right? So no worries there. And when I'm driving in the car, I can just press it, and I'll be having the excellent flavor that you get off of an RDA, which is, it's super. Let me take a hit off of this. A lot of vapor production, a lot of flavor that you get off of an RDA. The size is really nice. I like the size of it. It feels really, really nice in the hand, really nice. The positioning of the button is really nice. You do have a USB port to charge your battery. I've been charging it from the outside. Like I said, I only got this yesterday, and I'm sorry I didn't do the review yesterday, but I wanted to work with it to give you a full review, a complete review on how this thing works, and explain to you guys exactly how it works. So I needed an extra day, so I'm sorry for that. I didn't do a quick look this time. But you guys want to compare the sizes? Okay, with the K-Box, same height. This one's just a little bit thicker because you have the deposit tank at the bottom, but that's about it. Okay, the size is the same, but it's a little bit thicker. That's about it. So that's the K-Box with a single 18650 battery. What else can I tell you guys about this? Vapor production is awesome. Flavor is awesome on it. I like the idea that they put, for a beginner, you can take out your building base and put a brand new building deck in it. I mean, how cool is that? I've never seen that before. You can take out the whole deck and put a brand new deck inside it. I don't know how much it's going to cost, but it can't be that expensive, and it's worth it. I think that's really cool. It's really cool that you can just take out the deck and put the new deck in it. Fatima doesn't know how to build. And for her, I'm positive, she's going to want to, she already told me, she's going to want to walk around with this mod. This is what you're going to leave at home. And she was telling me, oh, you can just drip on it. Yeah, you can drip, and you can put the liquid on the inside and just squeeze it, and you always have juice, you know. She's been using tanks, because tanks, I fill it up before I go to work, and she uses a tank. Now she can have the flavoring of an RDA, vape on it, and if I'm not home, like say I go out for a week or something, she can always replace the deck and just put the new deck inside of it. I think that is an awesome innovation in vaping. It was excellent. The mod itself, I like the quality on it. Paint job is probably gonna chip like most of my Kangertech products. This one isn't too bad yet, though. It still looks good. Everything looks pretty good on it. I don't really take this one out. I vape at home with it, but yeah, it hasn't been having any problems or issues with it so far. Really nice, but it will probably chip. I like the feature that if I want to unhook the battery without having to take it out, you just unscrew the bottom here, and it won't make contact, and you're saving battery life on it. Like say if you're going someplace, that's a really cool feature also. And it's also a venting protection. If something does happen, which I did have a mod that did that to me, and I did a review because of that piece of garbage, that it started venting, and I would try to turn it off and it wouldn't come off, and I was trying to take out the battery cover and it was just venting. So all you have to do here on this one is switch it, which I don't think will happen with the Kangertech product, but if it did, you always have that security feature, which I think is awesome on it. So yeah, guys, I'll leave the link in the bottom, like I said, for the calculator, and I will leave my Facebook page. But if you want, just go to Facebook, just put ViperVaporPT, and you can get into my webpage on Facebook, and I'll leave the charts there for you guys to see, okay? So that's what I have for you. I hope you guys enjoyed the review. I hope it was complete. If you have any questions, please put it down in the comments. You guys know I'll answer you with anything you have to ask. And yeah, that's it. And like always, guys, you guys stay safe, rock on, and vape hard. ViperVaporPT is out, and I hope to see you all on my next review. Stay safe, you guys.